Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English learning series. I'm Emma, and I'm here again with my favorite English teacher.
Hi, everyone. I'm David. It's great to have you all with us again. Today, we're going to explore something very important, the foundation of every English conversation, the sentence structure.
I've always heard teachers say, learn how to make sentences, but I never really understood what that means.
That's a great question, Emma, and I think many of our viewers feel the same. Let's make it super simple. A sentence is a group of words that gives a complete idea. It's not random words. It's words that make sense together.
So, like, when I say, eat apple eye, that's not a complete sentence.
Exactly. That sounds like puzzle pieces in the wrong order. English is very particular about word order. The meaning changes completely if you don't follow the right structure.
Okay, so what's the right structure?
Most English sentences follow this simple pattern. Subject, verb, object. This is called the SVO structure.
Subject, verb, object. That sounds easy, but can you explain what each part means?
Of course. Let's start with the subject. The subject is the doer, the person or thing doing the action. For example, I eat apples. Here, I is the subject.
Okay, so I is the one doing something.
Exactly. Now, the verb, that's the action word. In the same example, eat is the verb. It tells us what the subject is doing.
So that leaves the object.
Yes, the object is the receiver of the action. It's the thing or person that the action happens to. So in I eat apples, apples is the object, the thing being eaten.
Oh, so subject, verb, object equals I eat apples. That makes perfect sense now.
Exactly. And this structure works for so many sentences in English. Let's look at a few more examples. She plays guitar. They watch movies. We study English. Each one starts with who, then what they do, and then what they do it to.
Wow, I can actually see the pattern now. It's like a rhythm in English.
That's right. Once you understand the rhythm, your sentences start to sound smooth and natural.
But teacher, what about sentences that don't have an object? Like, he runs.
Great question. Not every sentence needs an object. Some actions don't affect anything. They just describe what the person does. He runs is still complete because it has a subject, which is he, and a verb, which is runs.
So the minimum for a complete sentence is a subject and a verb.
Exactly. That's the simplest sentence structure in English. Subject, verb. Like, she sleeps. Birds fly. It rains.
That's so easy but so useful.
And here's something interesting. Once you master the SVO, you can create any type of sentence. You can add adjectives, adverbs, or more information. But this basic rule never changes.
I love that. It's like learning the ABCs of English sentences.
Exactly. And now, let's do a quick, fun exercise together. I'll say a few mixed up words, and you try to fix them into a correct sentence.
Okay, challenge accepted.
First one, apple N eats he.
That should be he eats an apple.
Correct. See how quickly the meaning becomes clear when you put it in the right order?
Totally. Give me another one.
Books reads she.
Easy. She reads books.
Perfect. Great job. And now it's your turn, viewers. Try writing one simple SVO sentence in the comments. For example, I love English. We learn grammar. They play football.
That's such a fun way to practice. It's simple, but it helps so much with confidence.
Absolutely. And once you start noticing SVO in real conversations or TV shows, you'll realize how often it appears.
So basically, if we understand this one rule, we can start speaking full sentences instead of single words.
Exactly. That's the power of structure. English becomes easier when you see how words connect.
Viewers, if you're feeling confident about today's lesson, comment below. I can make English sentences.
Nice. And remember, every big English speaker once started with one small sentence. So keep practicing.
I love that. Building English is like building confidence, one word at a time.
Exactly. And in our next episode, we'll take this further. We'll learn how to make your sentences more colorful using adjectives and adverbs.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. I can't wait to learn that.
Me too. But for now, keep practicing your subject, verb, object pattern. It's your first step to speaking English naturally.
So now that I understand the subject-verb-object pattern, I really want to know how to use it in real conversations, because sometimes, even when I know the rule, I still mix things up when speaking fast.
That's completely normal, Emma. Grammar rules are like road signs. They guide you, but you really learn when you start driving. So today, we'll go deeper into what each part, subject, verb, and object, really means in daily life English.
Okay, let's do it. Let's start with the subject.
Great. So the subject is the doer of the action, the person or thing who performs the verb. Without a subject, we don't know who or what the sentence is about. For example, John eats breakfast. Here, John is the subject because he's the one doing the action, eating.
Okay, so the subject is always the one doing something.
Exactly. Let's test it with a few more. She studies English. The cat sleeps. My friends play football. In all of these, the subject tells us who is acting.
That's clear, but sometimes I see sentences like, it is raining. What's the subject there?
Excellent question, Emma. In English, we always need a subject, even if it doesn't really do anything. So in it is raining, the word it is a dummy subject. It doesn't mean anything specific. We use it just to keep the sentence complete.
Oh, that's interesting. So even when there's no real doer, English still needs a subject.
Exactly. English never likes an empty space before the verb. That's one of the biggest differences between English and many other languages.
Okay, so after the subject comes the verb, the action word.
Yes, the verb is the heart of the sentence. It tells what the subject does. Without a verb, the sentence feels dead. For example, I run. She writes. They eat. Each one tells what's happening.
I think verbs are easy to find because they usually show action, like running, eating, or dancing.
True, but not all verbs show physical actions. Some describe a state, like I am happy, or he feels tired. Am and feels are verbs too.
Oh, so verbs can show both action and feeling.
Exactly. And here's something interesting. Every sentence must have at least one verb. If you ever write a sentence and it has no verb, it's not complete.
That's a helpful tip. Okay, now the third part, the object.
Right. The object is the receiver of the action. It's what the verb affects. Let's go back to our earlier example. John eats breakfast. Here, breakfast is the object. It's the thing being eaten.
Okay, so the subject does the action and the object receives it.
Exactly. Let's practice with a few examples. She reads books. They play football. I love music.
That's starting to make a lot of sense now.
Great. So now let's test your understanding. I'll give you some examples, and you tell me which word is the subject, which is the verb, and which is the object.
Okay, ready.
So, the boy kicks the ball.
Subject is the boy, verb is kicks, object is the ball.
Excellent. Now, Lisa drinks coffee.
Subject is Lisa, verb is drinks, object is coffee.
Perfect again. You're getting the hang of it.
This is fun. It feels like solving small puzzles.
That's exactly what it is. And the more you play with it, the better you'll get. Let's make it more interactive. Viewers, it's your turn.
Write one simple sentence using subject, verb, and object in the comments below. For example, I watch movies, or we learn English.
Yes, let's fill the comments with examples. We'll read some in the next episode.
Now, here's something that often confuses learners. In English, the order of words is very important. If you change the order, the meaning can change completely. For example, she loves him and he loves her mean two different things.
Oh, wow. Just changing the order flips the meaning.
Exactly. English is a position-based language, meaning the place of each word decides its role. The subject usually comes first, then the verb, then the object.
So if I say, plays she guitar, it's wrong because the order is wrong.
Correct. You need to say, she plays guitar. That's why understanding structure helps you sound natural, not robotic.
I see. So even if my grammar isn't perfect yet, if I get the order right, people will still understand me.
Exactly. And that's the goal. Communication first, perfection later.
I really like that. Sometimes I overthink every sentence and then get stuck.
That happens to everyone. But if you remember just this one pattern, subject, verb, and object, you'll always have a strong base.
Can I try making a few of my own?
Go ahead.
I drink tea. My mom cooks dinner. They play games.
Perfect. All clear, natural, and correct. You've got the rhythm.
Viewers, can you try 3 sentences too? Write them in the comments. Maybe something about your daily routine, like I watch TV or I clean my room.
That's a great challenge. And here's one more advanced tip. Sometimes the object can be a person, a place, or even an idea. For example, I love my family. We visit London. She believes the truth.
Oh, so the object doesn't have to be a thing. It can be anything that completes the action.
Exactly. You're thinking like a real English speaker now.
I love that. It's not just grammar, it's logic.
Yes, grammar is simply how we organize ideas clearly. Once you understand the logic, you don't have to memorize. It starts to flow naturally.
That's so motivating. I used to think English grammar was scary, but now it feels simple and alive.
And that's exactly what learning should feel like.
Viewers, if you agree, type English is easy when you understand it in the comments.
That's a great one. Keep practicing small sentences every day. Even 5 minutes of speaking or writing can make a big difference.
I'll do that for sure.
Perfect. Because the more you use English, the more you'll see how naturally the subject-verb-object pattern appears everywhere, in songs, movies, books, and conversations.
That's true. I'm already noticing it more now.
Good. That means your brain is learning to think in English.
Wow. I didn't think grammar could feel this fun and real.
That's the goal. Grammar is not about rules. It's about communication. And now, you've learned the most powerful rule of them all. All right, Emma. Now that you've mastered the subject-verb-object pattern, it's time to use it in real situations, not just memorize it.
I'm ready, but you said use it in real situations. What do you mean exactly?
Good question. I mean that we'll take the same SVO structure and see how it works in positive, negative, and question sentences.
Oh, like I eat apples, I don't eat apples, and do I eat apples?
Exactly. That's perfect. You've already got the idea. Let's break each one down and see how it works in natural English. So first, we have affirmative or positive sentences. These are the easiest. We simply follow the basic structure, subject, verb, object. For example, I like music. She watches TV. They play cricket.
Okay, so I just keep the same pattern and it means something is happening?
Right. Positive sentences tell us what is true, or what is happening.
Can I try?
Sure.
I drink coffee. My brother studies English. They clean the house.
Perfect. Your sentences are correct, and you sound confident too.
Thanks. But sometimes I forget to add S or ES with he or she.
Ah, yes. That's a small but important rule. In the present simple tense, when the subject is he, she, or it, you add S or ES to the verb. So, he plays football. She reads books. It rains a lot.
Got it. So I play, you play, they play, but he plays.
Exactly. You're thinking like a grammar pro now.
Okay, so the formula is subject plus don't or doesn't plus verb plus object.
Exactly. Let's look at examples. I don't like coffee. She doesn't play tennis. They don't eat meat.
So I use don't with I, you, we, they, and doesn't with he, she, it, right?
You nailed it. That's exactly right. And after don't or doesn't, the verb stays in its base form, right? Perfect again. For example, you don't say, she doesn't plays. You say, she doesn't play.
That's such a common mistake. I used to say he doesn't likes pizza.
A lot of learners do, but once you remember that doesn't already has the S sound, the verb itself stays simple.
Let's practice a few.
Go ahead.
I don't watch TV. She doesn't drive to work. They don't study at night.
All correct. You're forming perfect negative sentences now.
I like how simple this pattern really is once you know the logic.
Exactly. Grammar isn't hard when you see it as a system of patterns. Now comes the third type, question sentences. These are super important for real conversations.
Yes, because when we meet people, we ask questions all the time.
Exactly. The pattern for questions is do or does plus subject plus verb plus object. Let's see examples. Do you like music? Does she play football? Do they work here?
So we just move do or does to the beginning.
That's right. That's what makes it a question in English.
Let me try. Do you drink tea? Does he study English?
Excellent. Both are correct. And remember, just like in negative sentences, the verb stays in its base form.
So, does she plays guitar? Is wrong. It should be, does she play guitar?
You got it. That's the secret. Let's make this more fun with a short role play. You ask me some questions, and I'll answer using the SVO pattern.
Okay. Do you like movies?
Yes, I like movies.
Do you teach English every day?
Yes, I teach English every day.
Do you eat breakfast early?
No, I don't eat breakfast early. I eat late.
Same.
Now my turn. Does your brother play any sports?
No, he doesn't play sports. He likes reading instead.
Nice. Full sentence, natural rhythm. Great job.
Thank you. I feel like I can finally think in English sentences now.
That's the real goal. Before we finish this part, let's talk about a few common mistakes students make with the SVO structure. One, using double verbs, like she doesn't plays. Correct, she doesn't play. 2, forgetting the S for he, she, or it. She walked to school. Correct, she walks to school. 3, mixing the order. Plays she football. Correct, she plays football.
These are so helpful. I've made all of these mistakes before.
Everyone has, but when you know the pattern, you can fix them easily. Here's a real-life tip. Try to listen for SVO sentences in movies, songs, and YouTube videos. You'll start to notice how native speakers use this pattern all the time.
That's true. Even in songs like I love you, it's the same pattern. Subject, verb, object.
Exactly. It's everywhere. I miss you, I need you, I want it, we made it.
Wow, that's so cool. I never noticed that before.
Once your ear gets used to it, you'll start to feel the right structure instead of thinking about rules.
So grammar slowly becomes natural.
Yes, that's how fluency begins. So, let's quickly review. What's our main formula?
Subject, verb, object.
Perfect. And we can change it into positive, I eat apples, negative, I don't eat apples, question, do I eat apples?
That's so easy to remember now.
And that's the foundation of almost every English sentence you'll ever use.
I feel like today's lesson gave me real confidence to build sentences, not just memorize them.
Exactly. That's how real English learning should feel: alive, practical, and simple.
Viewers, try this at home. Write 3 sentences, 1 positive, 1 negative, and 1 question using the same action.
That's a great practice. For example, I watch TV. I don't watch TV. Do I watch TV?
I love that pattern.
And once you master this, you'll be ready for more complex structures, like adding adjectives, adverbs, and prepositions.
I can't wait for that.
Step by step, Emma. For now, this was perfect progress.
Thank you, and thank you to everyone watching. Keep practicing, and don't forget to use the comment section to test your sentences.
Yes, because every sentence you write or speak brings you one step closer to confidence in English.